There we go. Hey, thank you for joining me. Today I want to talk about success and the many definitions that success carries. Now, in society today, we have been told many of times through television, through social media, through everything, that success has only one definition. It's having fame and having wealth, which I believe is such a tight way to define success. So my question is, how do you define success? I believe that we all can find and choose the definition that we choose to give success. And that is something that is a different way that happens to everyone. It's a different travel or road to travel for me as it is for you. My success varies greatly from my neighbors, from my family. Everyone has their own definition of success, and I think that is a good way to look at it. So I think this is really important because there is no need to feel that you're not successful and that you are a failure if you do not gain wealth or fame. Now, what I want to talk about is the many definitions that success can have, as well as people that have been able to say and define their own type of success, what they decide what is their success. Now, I think it's always really important for definitions. I think the definitions are a great way to understand what words mean, what they really mean to say. Now, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary definition of success has similitudes but differences as the definition of success that the world has, which is wealth and success. Wealth and fame. Now, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary says the definition of success is the fact of getting or achieving wealth, respect, or fame, the correct or desired result of an attempt, favorable or desired outcomes. It does talk about fame and wealth, but it gives more than just that. It is achieving respect, the correct or desired result of an attempt, and even more, favorable or desired outcome. That is way more than just what we have been taught from society. And that is something that it's important for all of us to know. It's important for me to inform you, and something that I want to inform everyone. That success has many definitions. Also, there's something I love when I'm trying to learn more about one word, is synonyms. What synonyms does is, for me, is to understand what success means with other words that might be easier to place in my mind, to understand, to put in practice. Now, synonyms of success are accomplishment, benefit, gain, happiness. I love this one. Happiness, profit, progress, attainment, laughter, super fun, and mature. I love happiness because that is the way I define my success. It is the way I choose to define my success because if I'm truly happy, I stop complaining. There is nothing that I can complain about because I'm happy. I got the things to make me happy. And it has to be true happiness, not just fake happiness we get from eating something unhealthy. And that is important for me. Just being able to define my success as being truly happy. Now, there are other definitions of success, which I want to tell you about. There are success, and here are the other definitions of success. And success is doing what you is always doing your best. Success is getting concrete goals. Success is having a place to call home. Success is understanding the difference between needs and wants. Success is believing you can. Success is remembering balance of work and passion. Success is taking care of your needs. Success is learning something new every day. Success is learning that you sometimes have to say no. Success is knowing that your life is filled with abundance. Success is understanding you cannot keep what you don't give away. Success is overcoming fear. It is learning something new each day. It's learning to lose. It's learning that losing a few battles can help you win the war. I like that one a lot. Success is loving and being loved back. Success is standing your ground when you believe in something. It's not giving up. It's celebrating your victories. It's never letting a disability hold you back. It's understanding that you can control your destiny. It's something that I added to this great list is that success is repenting. I think That is super important. It's something hard to do, repenting. And I think success is always having that. All right, something else. Now let's talk about some people that have been able to say, this is my definition of success. I reject this definition of success, which is wealth and fame. No more. This is my definition of success. Now I talked about it that sometimes fame is one definition. It's hard to find famous examples if they're not famous, but it is someone. There are some people that have been able to define their own definition of success. For example, the first one is Martin Luther King. Super important because instead of just choosing a normal life and unfortunately his situations were different, but instead of just going with that, he decided that his success is moving the civil rights movement, is being able to tell the people that there is a way to change the world, to change laws, to change the way that people think, even to today, without being violent, which I think is fantastic. Another person that has been able to define their success is the humble Job from the Bible. I think this guy suffered way more than he deserved. He definitely did. But his definition of success was to believe in something and stick to it no matter what difficulties come about. And that is a great definition of success. Someone that you definitely do not know. His name is Brother Castaño. His definition of success has changed my family's life and my life forever. Brother Castaño, if I can tell you a little bit more about him, he was a teacher at BYUI before he became BYUI. It was Rick's College. And he would teach welding. Now, welding was something that he loved, something that he was passionate about. And he got the chance to go to Mexico and teach welding, professional welding, and gave certificates for welding. You see that over there? It's one of his certificates of welding, which I'll tell you more about it. That's my dad's certificate of professional welding. And he got that because Brother Castaño decided to define success as helping others. He got a chance to go to Mexico and teach young men here in Mexico that just came back from their mission a trade, which is welding. And that has changed my life forever, and my dad's life, and my family's life, because that gave us way more opportunities to advance in this life. His definition of success is going to different countries to help people and impact their life for generations. Now, something we talked about, what is the different things that they did to define their success? And I think that first of all, something that is important to be understanding and informed about is that to gain their definition of success, they first had to know what's their definition of failure. Now, it's a whole different story. But think about what defines failure for you. And just go with what's the opposite, pretty much. And I think that's really important because if you know what you're looking at, you know what you're looking for. If you know what's failure, you know what to look for when you're looking for success. And it might not make a lot of sense right now, but if you know what's wrong, you know what's right. You just go the opposite. And as all of us, we have different definitions of success as we do with failure. And I think they believed that. I think they knew that Martin Luther King, they knew that if he decided to go violence in the streets, that's his failure. If Job decided to curse God, that's his failure. If Brother Castaño decided to stay home complacent and not help others, that's his failure. I think this is important. This is what differentiates them, because they were able to define their own failure and thereby being able to define their own success. And just to end this talk, I wish this information is valuable. This has informed your definition of success and has been able to make you understand that you don't need to be complacent with the definition that has been brought to you. There's way more than that. And success does not need to be what the world defines. It does not need to be that narrow piece of information that people call success. It can be way more than that. If you know what you're looking for, you know what you're looking at. Thank you.